Welcome, this is episode 33. You're watching 5 Minute Max and we're learning 3D Max. Every day you give 5 minutes and you learn something new and exciting about this program. Okay, now we are on extended primitives right now. We have already dealt with Prism in previous episode, and in today's episode we'll be learning about Torus Knot. Okay, Torus Knot. It's a little funny one. It's on the top right one under the extended primitives drop down list, which can be found under geometry tab, which is a subgroup of the create tab under common panel. Okay, let's create a Torus knot. Torus knot, if you click on this one, it will become blue, and that means it's ready to be created. Now if you drag down your mouse, you can see this is like a donut shape, but or like a pretzels, actually little twisted pretzels. If you click once, let it go, and you can control the second radius, either chubby or just like a line like that. It can be anything like that, and when you're satisfied with the radius of for the second one, click once more and it will register. Now let's get rid of the creation cursor, clicking on select object mode. So this is basically Torus. You can look around it. I'm bringing this yellow circular thing and dragging around the scene. Alt W, by default in your keyboard you can bring that. You can click it right here, orbit sub-object, then you can do that as well. In my case I have attached it with a shortcut key. So now let's explore the parameters. You can have two types of Torus knot. One is knot and the second one is circle. If you just click on circle, it's just a donut. That's it. Let's just bring the edge faces so you can see it's highly detailed. You can reduce the detail by dragging down the segments. It has to have at least 4 different parts to start with. Now a detail of 24 segments is pretty good. Now Torus, for the circle one we are not going to invest much more time in that one. Let's go back to the knot, and 24 makes it a little jaggy. So let's bring that up to 32, or maybe maybe 40. Alright, 40 segments. Now let's observe what are the two coordinates it has to offer. It has P and Q, exactly like X and Y that you have learned in your high school math class. If you increase that say to P to 3, it becomes like a circle. If it's 1, then it becomes a little bit differently twisted torus. Let's get it back to 2. You can do the same with the Q. Just brings up the little interesting shape down here. Now you can do basically different types of modeling using this one. It's a very ideal 3D object which can be tested for for fixing up the amount of shadows which will be occurring on the plane, or the texture or the material which will be applied. You can use the test on a torus because it has a equal amount of shadows in the curves out there. So lights will be very ideally play on this one and replicate your scene. So you can start with that one. Now there's an interesting one. It has other parameters. You can play with them. You can twist it and lumps, increase them, and you can also change the height of the lumps. But if you want to have an interesting effects with the torus, let me give you a little bit of treat here. Alright, let's do something fun with this Torus knot. Let's put eccentricity, pronounce that 10 times faster, and that's to 1. Let's put lumps to maybe 2, and if you just if you animate these spinners, you can also animate all these values of the spinners. I'll teach you how to do them in future lessons. You can see it gives you an interesting effects like heart beating or something like that. So um, Torus is an interesting tool and interesting object or primitive you can use in your project for many different reasons. So hope you have enjoyed today's lecture. See you tomorrow.